Objectives. Hello student, welcome to the lecture on grammar, and after this lecture we will be able to learn the following objectives. Describe grammar and types of grammar, explain paragraph development, describe sentences and type of sentences, explain transformation of sentences and analysis of sentences. Introduction. Let us begin with what grammar is. Grammar is a set of structural rules that govern the composition of clauses, phrases and words in any language. Types of grammar. There are three types of grammar. Descriptive grammar. It means simply describing the language people use without making judgment about its correctness. Prescriptive grammar. It entertains notion of correctness and tells people how they should speak in any particular context rather than how they speak in reality. Pedagogic grammar. These grammars are usually used to teach a language to a non-native speaker of that language. Paragraph development. A paragraph is more than a mere collection of sentences. It is the building block of essay development and also provides the structure needed to develop the thesis of a paper. In an essay, there are four types of paragraphs: introductory, body, transitional, and concluding. Introductory paragraph. It supports the thesis in three ways. It engages the reader's attention by using a strong opening sentence. It gives relevant background information such as important facts and theory. It introduces the thesis statement and thereby focuses the readers on the central idea of the paper. Body paragraph. It is used to fully develop our idea. Depending on our writing purpose, audience and discipline, supporting details might be facts, personal anecdotes, or logical reasoning. In well-developed body paragraphs, we not only have to provide evidence to support the topic sentence but also have to interpret it for our readers. Transitional paragraph. It is a bridge that helps the reader move from one subtopic to another in an essay where there is no built-in link between two consecutive paragraphs. Apart from summing up information of the foregoing paragraphs and signaling information in the upcoming section, transitional paragraphs sometimes provide new ideas to move the argument forward. Concluding paragraphs. The conclusion is an opportunity to wrap up our essay in a tidy package and bring it home for our readers. Here's a brief list of things that we might accomplish in our concluding paragraphs. Introduce a brief summary of the paper's main points. Ask a provocative question, use a quotation, evoke a vivid image, call for some sort of action, end with a warning, universalize, suggest result or consequences. Writing effective paragraphs. For a paragraph to be effective, it must have three characteristics. Unity. It means that all sentences in a paragraph explain, develop and support a central idea. Every paragraph must have a purpose and all the sentences should advance the purpose. Begin with a clear topic sentence because it has the main idea or purpose that sets the agenda for the rest of the paragraph. Paragraph development. An effective paragraph is a fully developed paragraph which does not leave any significant question in the reader's minds. Developing paragraphs with the right level of detail. We must provide the right details to our readers. It is not enough to make assertion. Developing paragraph with the right kind of detail. The right details should be given according to the demands of the assignment and the discipline we are writing in. Developing paragraphs with the right pattern of development. It refers to the kind of support we provide to make our point. Here are some pattern of paragraph development. Narration. This pattern tells a story, so it uses transition of time and space and also uses sensory words to develop ideas. Description. It uses vivid sensory words and transition of space to give sense impression of a scene. Exemplification. This pattern uses examples to support one topic sentence and is useful when our most convincing support is a number of pertinent examples. Process. It is usually used to explain a process or how to do something. It uses transition of enumeration and or time. Comparison or contrast. It is useful when we want to explain a concept by comparing it with another concept. It is usually developed by block comparison or point-to-point comparison method. Definition. It aims to give a complete working definition of a term, concept or idea in the paper. It defines the boundaries of the term for a better understanding. Cause and effect. They analyze the causes or the effects of something or the relationship between them both. It has transition of logic and words and phrases of cause and effect. Coherence and transition. A paragraph that is arranged according to a definite plan and in which each sentence takes a logical step forward is a coherent paragraph. Let us learn ways to achieve coherence. Ordering principle to achieve coherence. It means that there is a pattern of development that creates a logical flow. Pronouns to achieve coherence. It means using pronouns to refer to nouns in the previous sentences in a paragraph. Transitional words and phrases to achieve coherence. They provide bridges between sentences in a paragraph and also between paragraphs and hence maintain the flow. Repetition to achieve coherence. Judicious repetition of keywords, phrases and synonyms throughout the paragraphs can provide the reader with necessary signposts and strengthen the flow of the essay. Sentence. A sentence is a grammatical unit consisting of one or more words that are grammatically linked. The following are the types of sentences. Declarative. It makes a statement and ends with a period. Interrogative. It asks a question and ends with a question mark. Exclamatory. It shows a strong feeling and ends with an exclamation mark. Imperative. It gives a command. There are three types of sentences based on the arrangement of object, verb and subject in them. Simple sentence. A simple sentence consists of an independent clause, so it contains a subject and a verb. It does not contain either a dependent clause or another simple sentence, but can have a compound subject and verb. Compound sentence. A compound sentence contains two or more simple sentences joined together by a comma followed by a coordinating conjunction, a comma or a semicolon. It is made by joining two independent clauses together with a conjunction. Complex sentence. It is made up of an independent clause along with one or more dependent clauses attached to it. They are more effective than compound sentences because they give clearer and more specific relationship between the main parts of the sentence. Analysis of sentences. Usually when a complex or compound sentence is given for analyzing, the clause analysis is required. Clause analysis means breaking up a sentence into several clauses and showing the relation between them. Analysis of complex sentences. In analyzing a complex sentence, the first step is to find out the principal or main clause. The next step is to find out the subordinate clause or clauses showing the relation they bear to the main clause. Analysis of compound sentences. Compound sentence is made up of two or more principal clauses joined together by a coordinating conjunction. The connection between two main clauses of a compound sentence may be of the following four kinds. Copulative. Clauses are simply coupled together. Adversative. The main clauses are opposed to meaning to each other. Alternative or disjunctive. The main clauses are disjoint in meaning and a choice between them is offered for acceptance. Elative. In this, the second clause draws an inference from the first clause. Transformation of sentences. Transformation or conversion of sentences teaches a variety of expression in writing English. So let us know the various transformation we can make in our sentences. Interchange of the degrees of comparison. It means changing the degree of comparison of an adjective in a sentence without changing the meaning. The change can be between positive, comparative and superlative. For example, no other man was as strong as Hercules. Positive degree. Hercules was stronger than any other man. Comparative degree. Hercules was the strongest of all men. Superlative degree. Interchange of active and passive voice. A sentence is in active voice when the subject performs the action and is in passive voice when the action is done on the subject by something or someone. For example, the people will make him president. Active voice. He will be made president by the people. Passive voice. Interchange of affirmative and negative sentences. I was doubtful whether it was you. Affirmative. I was not sure that it was you. Negative. Interchange of interrogative and assertive sentences. When can their glory fade? Interrogative. Their glory can never fade. Assertive. Interchange of exclamatory and assertive sentences. If only I were young again. Exclamatory. I wish I were young again. Assertive. Conservation of simple sentences to compound. He must work very hard to make up for the lost time. Simple. He must work very hard and make up for the lost time. Compound. Conversation of compound sentences to simple. He finished his exercise and put away his books. Compound. Having finished his exercise, he put away his books. Simple. Conversation of simple sentences to complex. He confessed his crime. Simple. He confessed that he was guilty. Complex. Conversation of complex sentences to simple. He said that he was innocent. Complex. He declared his innocence. Simple. Conversion of compound sentences into complex. Search his pockets and you will find the watch. Compound. If you search his pockets, you will find the watch. Complex. Conversion of complex sentences to compound. I'm certain you have made a mistake. Complex. You have made a mistake, and of this I am certain. Compound. Synthesis of sentences. Synthesis means that combination of a number of simple sentences into one new sentence, simple, compound or complex. Let us look at ways of combining two or more simple sentences into one simple sentence. By using a participle, he jumped up, he ran away. Jumping up, he ran away. By using a noun or a phrase, this is my friend, his name is Rama. This is my friend Rama. By using preposition with a noun, the moon rose, their journey was not ended. The moon rose before the end of their journey. By using nominative, absolute construction, the soldier arrived, the mob dispersed. Soldier having arrived, the mob dispersed. By using an infinitive, I have some duties, I must perform them. I have some duties to perform. By using an adverb or an adverbial phrase, he deserved to succeed, he failed undeservedly. Simple sentences may be combined to form compound sentences by the use of coordinative conjunction. Cumulative. They merely add one statement to another. Example, he is a fool, he is a knave. Adversatives. They express opposition or contrast between two statements. Example, he failed, he persevered. He failed, nevertheless, he persevered. Alternative. They present the choice between two alternatives. Example, do not be a borrower, do not be a lender. Do not be a borrower or a lender. Elative. They express an inference. Example, he was obstinate, he was punished. He was obstinate, therefore he was punished. Let us now learn about the combination of two or more simple sentences into a complex single sentence. It is done when the subordinate clause is a noun clause. He will be late, that is certain. It is certain that he will be late. Adjective clause. She keeps her ornaments in a safe. This is the safe. This is the safe where she keeps her ornaments. Adverb clause. I waited for my friend. I waited till his arrival. I waited for my friend till his arrival. Summary. Now in the end, let us summarize what we have learned in this lecture. Types of grammar: descriptive, prescriptive, pedagogic, paragraph development, types of paragraph, writing effective paragraphs, unity, paragraph development, coherence, sentence, types of sentences, simple, compound and complex sentences, analysis of simple, compound and complex sentences, transformation of sentences, interchange of degrees of comparison, voice, affirmative and negative, interrogative and assertive, exclamatory and assertive, simple, complex and compound, synthesis of sentences, simple to compound, simple to complex.